Our focus today is Oasis Network. Privacy is very, very important, not just in the blockchain domain, but in our world generally. Let's say, for example, you are in your office or you are at home. You don't want your neighbor to know what you do. So privacy is very, very valuable. That's why we have things like IP addresses. So you don't want your communication on the internet to be leaked in such a way somebody else knows. So also with blockchains. Right now, somebody with a simple address, you can log into a blockchain explorer and see the transaction history of somebody, all the transactions they've sent, all the messages they've done, the send, the receive, the exchange, the swaps, and everything. And that is not really scalable if we want to do blockchains. Here comes Oasis. So what does Oasis provide? Scalable private DeFi. Scalable means the more people join the network, the more it should be shipped to do transactions. So the more people join, the more it should be cheaper, number one. Then the more the throughput should be. And then it has to be private. Because I don't want to do anything on the chain that is not private. The next thing is privacy is supposed to be default. So if you are coming to transact on the chain, you should have that customizable feature where, oh, do you want to turn on privacy? Say yes, okay. Privacy is turned on for you. And then another component of Oasis is the community. They have a robust community of providers, of investors who are willing to provide capital if you need funds. They have things like grants. We have developers who are willing to put you through. And then they have node operators and other parts of the community, token holders, stakers, delegators, and the rest of it. And they have a top tier team that is headed by Johnson. And then there is this concept called data tokenization, where the apps in the app is tokenized in a way we will explain much later on. So one feature of Oasis Network that differentiates it from other networks is it separates the blockchain into two layers. Now blockchains have two layers. How do we? So let's take, for example, you take an action of swap. Swaps, those are execution layer stuffs. Consensus is, okay, you've done the swap. How do we agree that this particular block should be included in the blockchain? So to prevent overhead with communication, block propagation, those who are technical understand this stuff, and taking so much time and wasting of resources, Oasis separates this stuff into two layers. We have the consensus layers, how we agree on blocks, then we have the ParaTime layer. So in the ParaTime layer, just like we have blockchains like Avalanche that separates many functions, like we have the C chain, this chain, and this chain. For the likes of Polkadot, we have the Polkadot stuff that has the relation. Then we have individual power chains that are connected. That is how the Oasis network is. So currently, with the ParaTime layer, they've been able to build 3 different ParaTime layers. Anybody can build a ParaTime layer that suits their need. One of the first one is the Cypher ParaTime, maybe from Cyphers and the rest of them. So if you want to do anything around privacy, you can come. This is what Oasis is mainly not for privacy. Or if you are the type who is experiencing things like Solidity, Build, Ethereum compatible dApps, you can come to Emerald and then you build. It's 100%. You can use tools like MetaMask, Ethereum, Hard, and the rest of them. And then another layer is the ParaTime, of which talk about data tokenization. So let's take an example. We have the likes of Nebula Genomics, where they take genetics data and they run some algorithms on it in a way that is private. That the user data are not being exposed to people. And then the likes of Binance forming Crypto Safe Alliance, where they take user data and then they analyze this data for investigative stuff like maybe hacks or other stuff. And then this is the ecosystem of wallets, application providers, and the rest of them. So what are some of the features? Instant finality, high throughput, there is no fees. You can compare it to Ethereum, and there's privacy by default if you want that. And this is the whole ecosystem of DeFi, and many applications that are still building. If you have an idea and submit a grant, you are more than welcome. And then they have this stuff around data tokenization, where you can take your data, and you earn money from it as people come and do computation around it and do whatever they want to do. So these are some of the node providers, big people in the space, Bisontre's, Kuros, and the rest of them. We have some of the developers, some of the best developers working on this protocol, and then some of the best of investors on this. And then we have Donsong, one of the best out there when it comes to talent working on this project. So this is the tokenomics in a brief. The token utility, governance, transaction fees, staking, and then this is the token distribution backers and the rest of them. And before we end this episode, you can earn Rose tokens if you learn about the Rose tokens. So they partner with CoinMarketCap to do that. So I'll put the links in everything. So let me know your comments about this project. Thank you.